In this tutorial, we're going to be completing gusset number 2. As you can see, it's on the inside of our bridge connected to gusset 1 and with our member in between. Just sign into Onshape with your education email. Once you're there, you just want to click on the Truss bridge, and we're continuing on with tutorial 3. So if you've still got your existing gusset, this is tutorial 2, sitting there, we want to just go and hide that. So just click the little hide gusset. So now we've got our plain surface ready to go, and we will begin. Alright, so we want to just clean up our bar just over here with the names. So if you hover above anything, you can sort of see a little template or what it's going to be on the center of your screen there. Now we just want to rename them a little bit. So we've got gusset 1, but we don't know what that is. Is it an extrude? Is it a sketch? You can sort of tell by the little symbol there. That little symbol says it's an extrude. So we would just want to rename it so it's nice and easy for us to tell. So right click, rename, and then just type in extrude. And then we want to go ahead and do the same thing for our other piece. So this was gusset 1. You can see by the example or the highlighted in the middle of our screen there, gusset 1, and we're going to call that sketch. And then we click it off, and then same with our member that we created in tutorial 1. So we're just going to rename that member sketch, and then member extrude. That'll just help us later on when we can build all the rest of our parts, so it's clean and easy, so we can just see everything nice and easily. In this tutorial, so tutorial number 3, we're going to complete our second gusset, which is on the inside of our bridge. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate our gusset number 1. So all you need to do is you can click this little show, and there it is. Now I'm just going to click on our front view so it's easy for us to see, and zoom in using our jog wheel on our mouse. Click and hold your left mouse button. That highlights the entire thing. Now we want to copy it, so I'm just going to push Control C, and then that's it. So I'm just going to zoom out. I'm going to deselect everything. I'm then going to, I just clicked off the screen to show you that, and then create a new sketch. You got to select your sketch plane, which is this one. Now I don't want to see this original sketch here, this gusset 1, so I'm just going to hide that. So go over here, click the little eyeball, and just hide that. So now you can see we've got our new sketch. I'm going to rename it gusset 2, and then just click. So next we need to paste that existing sketch into this plane just here. So just click Control V. That is our shortcut to paste, and it pastes it in with all our dimensions and everything like this. So we don't need all of them. We can hide them later, or we can just delete them, but this is what we need in so far. So just a quick tip on how I just panned my screen. So I've held shift and I've held the jog wheel in, which is a little scroll in and out, and I can move my screen left or right, up and down on that plane. Remember, zooming in and out is using your jog wheel. So just reorientate your screen so it's nice and easy for you to see. I'm just going to delete all these dimensions because I don't need them. So we're just deleting all these. Left click, hit delete on your keyboard, and remove your dimensions. Now gusset 2, the only difference between that and gusset 1 is we don't have this bottom section. We are just going to select the line tool, which is L. Your shortcut is L on your keyboard. Click that, and now we're just drawing a line from the top of this all the way across. So just click and connect it all the way. Now if you don't want this line to continue, just hit escape. Obviously we don't, and we just need to now delete the bottom of this. So highlight by clicking and holding your left mouse button, deleting, and it's going to delete these extra lines. You can see how it's highlighted yellow. That's fine, we can just draw them in a second. So delete that, get our line tool again, and just reconnect them. And that makes one solid shape. And now we're just ready to extrude it. So we come up to the top there, you can click Shift E if you want the shortcut, click it, and then we remember we're using 3mm plywood, so just click 3 and then we are done. So the little tick button, but before we do that, we just remember we want to rename our components. So this one's extrude, we want to change that to gusset to extrude. Click the little green tick and that part is ready to be used. Now I'm just going to come over here and rename this so it's nice and easy for us again. Rename gusset to sketch. Remember that the sketch is the one with little pencil, but I just want that name there so we can clearly tell. Last stage is down the bottom in our parts menu. We're just going to rename that. Rename. Right click rename. Part, and this is gusset 2. Alright, that's it. We're ready for our next tutorial.